Hi, I'm Alicia and welcome to my channel Papercraft Secrets. Today I'm making a wedding invitation. I'm teaming up with my good friend Gerry and we're making invitations. I decided to use my Cricut and the beautiful new Minte Papers wedding collection to create my invitation, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it.
So the first thing that I did was I went into Cricut Design Space and I did a search up here in the search bar for invitations. I chose this invitation here, which is called Intricate Wedding Invitation. It includes an envelope and the wedding invitation, and it also includes an RSVP card, and it also has a spot for a photograph. It is designed for Cricut foil, but because I don't actually have the proper Cricut blade for foil for my Explorer Air 2, I've decided that I'm just going to replace the Cricut foil with the black pen. So let's click Customize, and this is what we see. Now here is the Cricut foil sections here, which I can't use. So you'll see here it's got medium foil. So I want to go up the top here, and instead of doing medium foil, I just want to change it to pen. And you'll see how that changed it to black and white. And then I want to do the same on the RSVP card. So I just need to find where that is. Here, right down the bottom, and I'm going to change that to pen. Now if you want to edit the writing, so you want to change what it says here, you will have to ungroup and edit the text. So start by detaching, and then you can go in and edit. Say you don't want it to be Angela Smith, you want it to be, you want it to be, change it to Stacey Jackson. You can change the names to how you want it to be. If there's anything you don't like that you've changed, you can just press undo and it will take it back to how they had it. So you can fiddle around with the font, and then once you're happy with everything, you need to attach it all back together so that it doesn't cut and print, or print and cut the words out. So there's a little bit of fiddling involved with it. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to leave the font as it is, and we're just going to make the invitation with the words that are already on it. Alright, so we're going to click Make It. So you'll see that there are 4 different mats. The first one is the white. Then you've got the envelope, which I'm going to use a beautiful patterned piece of scrapbooking paper for that. Then you have the last 2 bits are both the invitation, and I'm going to use a light moss green for those 2 pages there. Alright, so let's get this set up and ready. For our first page, we are going to be using white 12 by 12 cardstock. Smooth that down. We have connected our machine, and now we are going to check the materials that we need. So in Cricut Design Space, it's telling us that we'll need the black pen in clamp A and the fine point blade in clamp B, and to load our mat and press continue. This is clamp B here. One of the best DIY tips that I've received about the Cricut is to sharpen the blade with a piece of aluminium kitchen foil. Simply roll it into a ball. Take out the blade and push the blade out, and then stab the blade into the aluminium foil. This keeps the blade really nice and sharp. We are going to load our Cricut pen into clamp A. You have to press it down quite hard until you hear the click, and then you close the clamps. Let's load in our mat. And now we press go. Okay, so that's all finished now, so we're going to unload that. And just pull that off. And there's our cards ready to go. Back to Cricut Design Space now. We've unloaded already. Alright, so we've done that cut, and now we're going to move on to our envelope cut. I'm using a beautiful piece of paper from Minte, the brand new Minte Yes I Do collection for my envelope. I want this lovely floral side, and then on the back is some wooden logs. So I'm just going to pop that onto my mat. Press continue. Now I need to check my tools for this. It says base material set to fabric, and I'm going to need my scoring stylus and my fine point blade. So I'll take out my pen. Finished with that. Load in my scoring stylus. I shouldn't need to sharpen my blade because it only did a very basic cut on that one. Load in my mat, and then I just need to press go. Unload my mat, peel off the paper, okay, you can see the envelope there. I'm just going to peel that off, and that's all cut. Back into Cricut Design Space now. We've done that one, we're up to number 3. We need the scoring stylus and the fine point blade. I'm going to sharpen my blade for this because this is a very specialized cut and you want a really sharp blade for this. It also says set it to fabric, which it is on, bonded fabric. So let's just sharpen our blade up.
This is my green paper that I'm going to use. I'm going to set it in to my machine, and then I'm going to press go. Just going to turn it up to the top of the bonded fabric and press go. I'm going to unload that mat, and you can see the cutting job that it's done there. Beautiful job. I'm going to pull that off. I need to scrape away all of those little bits with my scraping tool. Get them all off. I'm going to load in my last page. And I'm going to sharpen the blade again after that cut. Put the blade back in. Heading back over to Cricut Design Space for my last cut. Just a scoring stylus and a fine point blade, materials set to fabric, ready to press go. Here we go. Beautifully cut design. We will pull that off our mat gently now. And we can use our little scraping tool to get off all those little bits, and then a little sharp tool to get them all out of the paper. So I've folded all of the score lines for the envelope, and now I'm just going to glue this envelope together. That's going to be our beautiful envelope. Just a little bit of folding now, folding on that line that we've scored, and these little tabs. It's going to get folded like that, and that little bit will go in there. And then this joins on to here. Adding some glue on this little folding section here, and then folding that down firmly, and then adding some more glue onto these little tabs and folding that up, and the little RSVP card will sit in that pocket, and then adding some glue onto the back of the words of the invitation and gluing that in. That's all looking really, really nice, and it will fit inside the envelope. I decided to add a little bit more paper into my invitation. I chose this lovely white wooden background from the Mente collection, and I'm just cutting it to size to fit my invitation. I thought for the inside you could put a photo in that little pocket, but I didn't really have a photo on hand, so I thought I might just cut a little bit more of this paper, and that would just decorate the inside of the invitation just a little bit more. So I'm just cutting a little bit to size, and then I end up gluing it in, but again, you wouldn't have to glue it in. You could leave it free to take in and out if you wanted to. And that was the conclusion of my invitation. I was really happy with how it turned out. It was very, very pretty. Now, for more invitation ideas, I need you to head on over to Gerry's channel and see what she's got in store for you there. She's also got some creative invitation ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely crafty day.